folks, everything new under the sun. I got a cool tool for you. This is a little 3-inch chainsaw that uses Makita batteries. Now, it's not a Makita, but it accepts Makita batteries. You can get it from banggood.com. And this is a great little kind of emergency tool, or if you just want to replace clippers or tree trimming clippers. This works really well. It's a little, obviously battery-operated chainsaw, which comes in a box. Not too much fancy about the box, but it comes with a tool and a guard and a screwdriver to set the chain tension. The bar is just tiny on it, and this is a great alternative to a chainsaw, and they have bigger units on banggood.com, but it's a great alternative to a regular kind of a full-size chainsaw if all you need is to cut up a few pieces of wood. Now, in this particular case, it doesn't come with a bar oiler, so I did put some oil on myself. It also has a guard there as well. Actually, in this clip, you'll see the chain come off, so you need to tension the chain a couple of times. It seems to get loose the first couple of times, and then you got to tighten it with a screw. But yeah, the guard there doesn't do a lot. It doesn't put the brakes on the chain or anything like it would on a regular chainsaw. And the nub where the guard screws in, it kind of gets in the way of the wood as well. This also doesn't have teeth on it, or dogs, as they say, that you use to kind of lever the chainsaw into the wood. That being said, a little bit of hand pressure works. You can see it going through a decent sized piece of firewood there. This wood is frozen too, which is even harder on it. And it works quite well. It supposedly spins 10,000 RPM. Whatever it does, it works very well. The only tool it doesn't come with is a sharpening tool, a file. So I'm not sure where you'd get that. Here's a great test of it, a plunge cut. Now it's going through frozen wood. That's why you see the steam coming off it there. But it will plunge cut. It's a little hard because I'm holding the camera with one hand. But it does plunge cut, so there you go, a big test of that. But it works great. So if you want to be pruning trees, or maybe you've got a cubic mini wood stove and you want to cut some firewood for that, or in an emergency you don't have gas or something, you could cut down some decent size limbs with this for firewood. And if you've got solar panels, you can obviously recharge your batteries. As I said earlier, this uses Makita batteries, so it goes into my line of power tools, which use Makita batteries. Now, I have Makita tools, specific Makita tools, but I also have a Ryobi with a Makita adapter. I also have Black & Decker with a Makita adapter. And so I use all sorts of cordless tools, all using my Makita battery, my Makita battery set. Here it is going through kind of a rough cut 2x4. It chews through it real quick. It's quite a handy little tool for small jobs. Again, where you don't want to get out the chainsaw, maybe you don't want to haul out the skill saw. And if you're clearing trails, this is a no-brainer. Again, you can spend $400 on a Makita battery chainsaw that uses Makita batteries, or you can get this off Banggood. I think it's about $50 or something. And there's various styles of this too. There's ones that come with their own batteries, or you can get this one from Makita. And I think there's a couple others that use some other Makita or battery styles, rather, DeWalt or Bosch or whatever. But you can have a look. So yeah, it works fairly well. Again, you can see the chain kind of coming off there. You do have to tighten it and then really clamp down on the bolt. There's a single bolt there that holds the bar. The button on it as well is actually variable, so you can vary the speed of the chain, which that's a nice feature to have. And so you can kind of get the look of the whole tool. It's fairly light. It's well enough balanced, I think, for what it is. And it's not going to last you 50 years, but for what it is, in an emergency, if you need to cut some wood, you certainly can. So using the tool, there's not a lot of vibration here. It is a one-handed tool. It's relatively light, well balanced. It goes through wood very easily. So in the event that you need to cut down some fallen limbs or something, or trim a tree. Even if you want to take it out, to cut your Christmas tree and to limit, to cut the limbs off the Christmas tree, I think this is perfect. I'm going to be using this for my Christmas tree, to probably to cut it down and to limit, so that I can get it into the house. If you need kind of to rough cut even dimensional lumber, you can, and it works very well. It throws dust and chips everywhere, of course, but that's what you get with a chainsaw. So I'm actually adding it to my list of tools. As I mentioned prior, I have Makita tools, Black & Decker, and a Ryobi, which I convert all to my Makita batteries. And so this is going into my toolkit, and you can see it matches the Makita blue right there. And it works. Again, this is not going to be a 100% duty cycle sort of saw, but if you have a few limbs that you need to cut or whatever, it's going to work for that situation. There's a better look at the tool standing up and the size of it compared to the battery there. And again with my other tools. So here on Banggood, you can see you can get different lengths of it. So you can get the 3-inch, which I have. You can get even much larger ones, up to 10-inch, and in between there, 4-inch. Using all different battery configurations. Some come with the batteries, like I say, and different styles. But a lot of options on Banggood for that. So interesting tool. I was quite surprised by it actually, and it seems to have worked very well. So I'll leave you with some clips of it cutting so you can listen to it. But check it out. I'll put the link in the description. Thanks for watching.